Alright everybody, welcome back to Taka Gamazone. This is Casas, and today we're going to be talking about Bleach again. It's been a while since I've actually gotten you guys a video that talked about my break between episodes 21 to 30, and I've just been frankly too busy watching a lot more new anime, which I'll actually be talking about some manga editions that I picked up about those anime in the next video that should go out sometime later this week, so stay tuned for that. But you guys are here for Bleach, so I'm going to give you guys Bleach episodes 21 through 20 and our impressions of those. And I did do a write-up of this. I did talk about it on our website for 21, I said probably 21 to 20, 21 to 30. And our impressions of it is very good. I love the pacing, I love how everything is playing out in terms of Ichigo's invasion into Soul Society to rescue Rukia. And everything feels great, it feels good. Combat is something that I was scared of, because with my time with Naruto, especially the first season, a lot of it was paced very well, but a lot of it also felt very drawn out. And while Bleach had some drawn out fight scenes, especially, it was a little bit before, but his fight with Renji again was not as drawn out as most other fight scenes that I've seen. But beyond that though, the animation again is always slowly but surely improving. I have to say that I'm really enjoying the action scenes in this latest few episodes, and they are very phenomenally well done. Especially that last moment in their fight between him and Renji, when he basically just lets it go and basically, you know, pumps up his soul, his spiritual energy output, and basically just crushes poor Renji in his flashy assault, so to say. So it's very interesting and engaging to see that regard. And it feels like the further they get, it's just breadcrumb up to breadcrumb up to breadcrumb until they will finally, hopefully, get to Rukia. And then we can see what develops from there. Spoiler alert, I already know what happens because I'm a few episodes ahead. Beyond that, though, there's not much that I can say that I haven't already said in our blog. Now, if we're talking about now, say, episodes 31 to 40, there is a very, very big difference there, especially the fight with Zenpachi, if I'm pronouncing that right, between him and Ichigo, and it is a very, very visceral fight. He's a foe that really is unlike anything that Ichigo has faced yet before, and he is very daunting and powerful. And that fight really strains Ichigo to the point to where he has to realize that, this is literally a fight for my life, sort of thing going on. And so he has to rise above that influence. He has to Zanpakuto in order to basically kind of overwhelm Zenpachi in his basically just overwhelming spiritual energy power. Because the man is basically just a walking, sword on legs with, freakishly high spiritual output. And the fact that, his sword is always in its activated mode, it's never in its sheathed mode, so to speak, is testament to how his ability as a Soul Reaper is just detrimentally terrifying to not just himself and his enemies, but really to his fellow Soul Reapers. And you do see that kind of play out bit by bit in the episode. Beyond that, though, we did get to see some developments within the Soul Reapers. When we first get to see their society, we are introduced to various characters, Aizen being one of them. And due to games and so on, I know he's a character that does prevail beyond this point. But seeing the internal division and strife that's already sort of developing within Soul Society well before Ichigo and them actually even came is very interesting to see. And I do like the internal politics and the dynamics of that kind of kick up and give the anime something a little bit different. You see it, again, I'm basing most of my stuff off of Naruto, you see bits and pieces of that happening, but it's not as played out. It doesn't feel, natural, doesn't feel organic. It just feels kind of like, oh, that's to be expected, never trust those ninjas. But this, these are people who are working for the same exact goal, they have the same exact purposes, vaguely speaking, and you get to see them kind of develop into something different, and it frankly is very nice to see that. So, between 21 to 30 and 31 to 40, I have to say, it keeps ramping itself up very, very nicely, and I'm happy to say that really it's awesome to see that. And frankly, I was worried that this anime would hit to the point, or when I got about to episode 30, 35, that it would just start kind of dragging on. Now, I will say the biggest complaint that I have is the simple fact that it is sort of a beat one boss, go to the next boss, beat one boss, go to the next boss. It's a rinse, wash, repeat process, and that does get very tedious to watch. And there was, of course, the one episode 2 or episode 33, which some say, is not really a filler episode, but it was more or less kind of this, it was in the manga, it was written by Tite Kubo, so it was kind of canon, but some people also still consider it sort of a fillerish episode. And it had its merits. It was nice comical relief. I forget the guy's name, but you got to see the spiritual TV guy again, and so it was a good change of pace for those, after finishing off with like a really kind of heavy episode and heavy fight between Ichigo and Renji, and kind of Renji's flashback moment for like all the reasons why he wanted to be a Soul Reaper. It was a nice break in the pace, but it still feels a little awkward, so to say. But beyond that, though, we have very little complaints, and we look forward to really seeing what's going on. Now, you guys will be getting a video from us later on, because I am actually on episode 51 right now. So I'm almost done with season 3, about almost halfway through, so hopefully you guys will get another video for 41 to 50 that will actually be separately. I did kind of want to talk about just season 2 as a whole, because I did rush through the whole thing, and rather than just break it into 2 videos, I figured why not just talk about it here. So hope you guys enjoy this little bit of analytical look. I'm again very much enjoying this, and if you guys want to read our articles, feel free to click our website link down below. You guys will see it still on the front page. Just give it a little bit of a scroll. So this has been Costas. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.